Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426 and today we have the review of the HG Genoace Custom from Gundam AGE. This was seen in the first arc of Gundam AGE. However, we don't really see it too often because Woolf Enneacle replaces this mold suit pretty quick than you think. So let's get on to the review. Now, before I actually start getting into the usual review, I would like to mention that there are two more Genoaces out there. First being the normal Genoace, the high-grade Genoace. I also made a review about that, so please feel free to watch it. It's the base kit for this kit as well. It's the first Genoace to exist. The second being the Genoace 2, which is the same kit as the Genoace Custom, but in a different color scheme with a additional dots gun. So I don't have that yet, and I don't really have any plans to get one as well, so just letting you guys know. So let's get on to the review. First, what you get is the, of course, Genoace Custom. You get one beam spray gun. However, this one is called the beam spray gun Type B or 3 Type B. It's longer than the normal Genoace beam spray gun, and this also comes with a knife or combat knife, which is also called the White Wolf Claw according to Gundam Wiki, and you can attach this either on the hand or onto the beam spray gun if you wish to do so, like that. And a lot of people gets this or purchase the Genoace Custom for this knife. You get a marker shot. This was seen in episode 4. This is a paint gun. They use this this was used in episode 4 where Wolf and Flint tried to compete on who is more capable of using the Gundam AGE 1 normal. And well, of course, so this is a paint gun, not really meant as a weapon, not lethal. And you get a shield same as the normal Genoace with Wolf's special signature or symbol, or Wolf symbol, with a heat stick same as the Genoace. Of course, you do get 2 beam saber effects. However, I don't really recall of the Genoace Custom or a normal Genoace kit using a beam saber, so I guess it's a good thing. I'm assuming that the Genoace 2 uses a beam saber, so I just think they just added this to the collection. Because the build is entirely the same. 3 of the kits are all the same except for like a few different parts. For stickers, you don't get that much. You get 2 black ones and 2 green ones. Green ones, obviously, for being for the camera, and surprisingly, this kit, despite being a visor type head, it has 2 eyes. I will explain later about where those go. You also get some polycaps left, and you get 2 of those wolf symbols. Surprisingly, I don't know why they give you 2, but because I have an extra one, I'm glad, just in case I failed to do this. But since I didn't, I have a plan to customize a new Wolf MS. Not with the Genoace Custom, but if you know, I recently made a Clan J review, and I have some plans to customize that now. But that will be in the future, so I will not mention it too often. Okay, now let's get on to the review. Now, we will look at the basic articulation. Now, I'm just going to say this. Those who watched my Genoace review, this is the same kit, almost the same kit, and it has the same articulation. The only main difference being the shoulders, backpack, and head. Everything else is the same, of course, excluding the color aspect. The head, now, behind that visor, I can't show you this because I somehow can't take off the visor in this form, but for one camera is on the top of the head and the other being behind that head. You have a new head that has an antenna, and behind that visor, the clear green visor, there are 2 black eyes. Yeah, similar to the style of a GM, or yeah, I guess the GM2 would be the best example. If you see behind the GM2, there are like eye-looking parts. This has the same thing. And even though you didn't use those stickers, it wouldn't really make a difference because you can barely see it. Okay, so the head goes, well, you don't really notice it that much. You can go down that much, up that much, and then 360. Sorry about that. 360 is possible, but you need to, adjust the chin, I guess. Okay, we saw the head. Also, if those who are wondering, it can move a little bit back and forth, but it's barely noticeable. We will look at the arms first. The arms, pretty much the same. It has only 90-degree bent. However, on the wrist part, it can also move a little bit. Like that. It has a part where you can move a bit. I'm assuming this was because of the longer and bigger beam spray gun for this. So even doesn't have a double jointed arm, it's pretty good enough for a kit like this. The shoulders can go out about 90 degrees, and 360 for the arm is no problem at all. The way the arm connects is there's a ball joint on the shoulder, and you connect it to a polycab into the main body. The hands, you only get 2 hands, normal standard hands for multi-purposes, and they're all connected to a standard ball joint, our usual ball joint. The other difference being from the Genoace is the shoulders, head, and backpack. While the normal Genoace has 1 thruster, this has 2 thrusters. So I'm assuming, well, Woolf Enneacle, he was an ex-racer, so I would assume that his main MSs, or he would prefer faster MSs since he's used to speed. The body, like the Genoace, it has excellent movement. It can go forward that much. Backward, well, because of the backpack, you don't really notice it. And 360, no problem, since there's nothing bothering it. And also, if you're wondering, it can go sideways if you wish to do so. You don't see this too often. Of course, it may look awkward, but the way how this connects is these parts are connected to a ball joint inside a polycab ball joint. So sometimes it might look like they're going to fall off, but I haven't had that problem yet. Of course, I guess time would affect it. Now for the waist. There's nothing too special on the waist. You have your standard side skirts that can go up, and you have your leg that can go 90 degrees outside if you wish to do so. Now, because of those size as well, you don't get 90 degrees up front. However, I believe you have a double joint. Yeah. It's funny, like, even the Clanche, they had these gigantic size. I don't know what's going on, but I guess it's a thing. And the feet, nothing too special, connected to a ball joint, and has almost your basic movement. Okay, now we've seen those. Now for its accessories. Now for the heat stick, nothing too special. As I mentioned on my Genoace review, this was a very inefficient weapon. Because in the Age universe, the Genoace was meant for like a police MS, where it's not really meant for war, but for like guard duty or for peaceful areas. The heat stick, it can just go into the hand if you wish to do so. I don't really recall Woolf using this, but oh well, they give you one, and you can store it inside the shield if you wish to do so, like that. And you can attach the shield on each arm. Each arm has these holes in it, and you just need to attach it, and there's a peg inside the shield. And it has a very firm connection. You don't need to worry, making it fall off, except for the heat stick. The heat stick has to be, you're not supposed to store it in too deeply. You have to, at a certain point, it will be stuck by friction. Okay, now for the marker gun, nothing too special. You can just attach it into the hand, no problem holding it. And finally, the beam spray gun type 3 or beam spray gun type B. You can attach it now. Because of the length, at first it might be a little bit awkward to make it pose, but it's okay then, you think. And while comparing to the normal Genoace, there's supposed to be a sticker here, but this one doesn't have that. Instead, you have a knife. And for this knife, you can, let me get that off. It basically clips into this part. But despite that, it has a very firm connection. I'm kind of worried that this is going to worn out soon if I keep doing that. Now, if you wish to attach the knife to the hand, you have to do this, your old style way of attaching weapons on these type of hands. Well, not the best idea, but I'm pretty satisfied because I'm a big fan of Woolf Enneacle, and I did buy a HG Genoaces from my trip to Japan. I am so excited to build that. Now you can make it hold it either way you wish. I usually make it hold it. If I do hold it, I do it like this, and it looks very nice, to be honest. Of course, in the instruction manual, if you look at it, the handle is supposed to be black. I colored the blade part in metallic silver with Gundam marker, but it doesn't really look that well, so I might need to redo that again. Now, before I end off the review, here is like a comparison, which I barely compare to other kits, but I think this does kind of deserve one because there's 2 more variants out there, and I believe this is the better option. Here is the HG Genoace, and as you can see, the only difference is the color, the shoulders, and the head, of course. Of course, the backpack is also one aspect as well. So there's the head, shoulder, backpack. Yeah, head, shoulder, backpack. Head, shoulder, backpack, and weapon. Yeah. And color, of course. And as you can see, as mentioned, the length of the gun is different. While this one has like a scope, this one has a knife. Beyond that, everything is the same. The build is the same. So it's basically your choice. But I prefer, since I'm a fan of Woolf and mass production types, I went for both. So I won't be getting the Genoace 2, I think. For now, that's how I'm going to go for. Now, this kit is recommended for anybody. This could be, I would recommend this kit to any Gundam AGE fans out there, or anybody who's starting to get into Gunpla. These are fantastic examples for beginners. I mean, they have basic builds, easy to build, not much stickers, and they have the basic articulation. So I can recommend this to anybody. Sometimes all the basic kits are the best kits ever. Anyway, thank you for watching the review for the HG Genoace Custom. If you have any questions or requests, leave a comment below. If I got anything wrong, also leave a comment below. I still have more kits to buy and build, so please stay tuned. Also, if you found my videos informative or interesting or fun, please like my videos and subscribe to my channel. Well, until then, see you guys next time!